Welcome to my video on the spectrum of the moon taken with a diffraction grating and an iPhone. What I've got here is a very simple setup. I use my iPhone and a tripod and then a Bluetooth shutter so that I could not touch the camera when I expose the pictures of the moon. And then what I do is I clamp this diffraction grating. That's a 200 groove per millimeter diffraction grating made by Rainbow Optics. It's about 25 years old. I'm not sure you can still get it anymore. This is a little clamp that I taped it on there. I know it's a very lame way of doing that, but this is just a proof of concept. I wanted to see if I could take the moon spectrum, and so I just kind of improvised. And so this is a close-up. Here's my iPhone with the little clamp and then the diffraction grating taped to it, and this is another view of that. Like I said, I'm going to improve this method now that I see I can take spectra with the iPhone. And so this is the raw image. This was what the moon was not a full moon. It's kind of hard to tell from the spectra right here. It was past 3/4, but in this picture, this was the raw image of the spectra of the moon. And I'm going to go over that in the next slide in a little more detail. This was taken on January 11th, 2026 in the morning hours. Okay, here is the spectra. I took that raw photograph and then I rotated it and expanded it out. So here's the central image of the moon, and that's the way the transmission gratings work. They produce a central image and then they produce spectra on either side. So this is going to be the first order spectra right here, and this will be the second order. It expands it out about twice the resolution. And you can see this is the spectra basically of the sun, because the moon is simply reflected sunlight. So and this is the other side over here, and it looks like this grating is cut so that it throws most of the light in one direction. And so this is the preferred side over here, your first order spectra and second order. Now, this up here, I'm a little curious what this is. I think this might be some kind of reflection, secondary reflection, because there's the actual picture of the moon, much fainter than this, so it's not saturated. And it looks like it mirror reflection because you've got the spectrum, assuming that that is this spectrum right here, but I'm not sure. So I'm not sure exactly what that is. This is probably, I don't know. It's a little confusing, but that's what we've got. So the net effect is I was able to take a spectrum of the moon with my iPhone and a diffraction grated mounted to it. It's a 5-second exposure and with very little processing. Well, thank you for watching this video. Hope you learned a little bit about taking the spectra of the moon and what's involved. And thanks again for watching.